Greetings. This is a review of the new line from Hyundai of the Genesis G80 and G90. Um, I have to admit that I've enjoyed looking at the evolution of how um, Hyundai and Kia have made an effort to move up market from their sort of pedestrian roots um, with their latest luxury models. Um, the vehicle that I had a chance to test, both ride and get a feel from a long-term owner on, was the G80. Um, the owner had a choice between the G80 and G90, and he indicated to me that he was really impressed by the power output of the G80, even though he wanted the 90, and he was highly satisfied with it. Um, my overall take was car looks good, fit and finish was excellent. If you sit in the car, you'd be hard pressed to not know you were in a Mercedes or a BMW. All the technology was up to snuff. Nothing obvious that was a concern. I think that in addition, Hyundai, to compete with the likes of Toyota and Honda, now has a 100,000-mile warranty on their vehicles. And when you add the normal luxury vehicles features of picking up at home and dropping off loaners, etc., they're right in there to be competitive at the high end of the vehicles. The only, I would say, major beef I've got to pick with Hyundai is that what I call the knockoff phenomenon. So the image you'll see in the thumbnail is a picture of the vehicle, and what you'll notice is that instead of having a contiguous vehicle that's sort of creativity obvious and new, you have a vehicle that has parts from different cars. So, for example, a body panel from a BMW, or a rear, rear vehicle panels that you would normally have seen on a Mercedes. And so instead of sort of looking cool or interesting like some of the lower models that they have, I thought the skin was the only "you got to be kidding me" element of this vehicle. I think what would be interesting is if they took the body from the lowest line of or for the highest line of the Hyundai, and simply, maybe added colors that were unique, or just boosted horsepower. It'd be a good-to-go situation versus the sort of disjointed feel. I don't know if you've ever been to a place called Aldi, but it's a very low-end grocery store, and what they've done is, instead of having, for example, Raisin Bran, they have knockoffs of all the cereals. So you have the name, etc. Taste is a little bit off, but you can see their goal was simply to copy what was successful, and that's kind of what Hyundai has done in this case. I look forward to a better effort from them in terms of body finishes, but in terms of total driver comfort, features, cameras, etc. Hyundai is a leader in the in the low end vehicles, and they're stepping up to the higher end in good light. The final piece I wanted to note is something I call the surprising 85,000-mile phenomenon. And what that is that my friend who purchased this vehicle previously had an S-Class Mercedes. And he said he enjoyed the vehicle, but things like the $1,000 for an oil change and the fact that he was nearing exiting his warranty meant that at about 85,000 miles, he'd have to get rid of the car, because any repair work starts in that $3,000 to $5,000 range and goes up. So at those costs, it's a lot simpler to simply get another vehicle and make lease payments, keep your miles down, and enjoy the use of the vehicle without having to deal with the headache of the repair costs. Enjoy. Please note your opinions on the Genesis line from Hyundai.